the engine running by the cedar gate. City lights are fading, yeah, I'm running late. The air is getting thinner, breathing in the cold, trading all my silver for a quiet kind of gold. Got a heavy jacket and a worn out pair of shoes, walking on the pine needles, shaking off the blues. There's a silence here that knows my name. It doesn't ask for reasons, it doesn't lay a blame. Just the wind in the branches moving slow. Oh, the whispers in the pines, they tell a secret story. Nothing about the hustle, nothing about the glory. Just the roots digging deep into the frozen ground. It's the most beautiful sound I've ever found. Yeah, the whispers in the pines calling me back home, reminding this wandering soul she's never alone. I found the old cabin with the peeling paint, sat down on the porch like a tired little saint. Watched a sparrow landing on the windowsill. Time stops moving when the world gets still. I can almost hear a voice in the rustling leaves saying, darling, just take a breath, just believe. There's a silence here that knows my name. It doesn't ask for reasons, it doesn't lay a blame. Just the wind in the branches moving slow. The whispers in the pines, they tell a secret story. Nothing about the hustle, nothing about the glory. Just the roots digging deep into the frozen ground. It's the most beautiful sound I've ever found. Yeah, the whispers in the pines calling me back home, reminding this wandering soul she's never alone. And I've been running for 1,000 miles, chasing empty promises and artificial smiles. But the only truth I need is standing right here, tall and green, making everything so clear. Oh, the whispers in the pines, they tell a secret story. Nothing about the hustle, nothing about the glory. Just the roots digging deep into the frozen ground. It's the most beautiful sound I've ever found. Whispers in the pines, calling me back home. Muddy banks and a skipping stone, I came down to the water all alone. The current pulls the willow branches down, far away from the sirens of the town. Got a mason jar of water and some peace of mind, leaving all the heavy baggage far behind. Watch the ripples spreading out so wide, feeling the shift of the evening tide. Hush now, aching heart, don't you weep. The water's running dark, the water's running deep. Let it carry the sorrow, let it wash it away. Sing me that river's edge lullaby underneath the canvas of the twilight sky, where the frogs start talking and the fireflies glow, and the worries of the daytime learn to let go. Oh, lay me down where the sweet grass grows high, and sing me that river's edge lullaby. I see a silver moon reflecting on the glass, telling me that all the hardest seasons pass. I dip my toes into the icy chill, a shiver in my spine, yeah, a quiet thrill. Used to fight the current, used to swim upstream. Now I'm just floating inside a waking dream. The river knows the way to the open sea. I think the river knows exactly how to be. Hush now, aching heart, don't you weep. The water's running dark, the water's running deep. Let it carry the sorrow, let it wash it away. Sing me that river's edge lullaby underneath the canvas of the twilight sky, where the frogs start talking and the fireflies glow, and the worries of the daytime learn to let go. Oh, lay me down where the sweet grass grows high, and sing me that river's edge lullaby. Every drop of rain, every melted snow finds a way to the bottom, finds a way to flow. I surrender to the rhythm, I surrender to the night. Everything is gonna be alright. So sing me that river's edge lullaby underneath the canvas of a twilight sky, where the frogs start talking and the fireflies glow, and the worries of the daytime learn to let go, learn to let go. River's edge lullaby. In the afternoon, dust motes dancing in the quiet room. The shadows stretch across the wooden floor, like reaching out for something just outside the door. I sit in the armchair wearing your old fleece, finding in the stillness a temporary peace. The sun is dipping lower beneath the western hill. The house is getting colder, the house is getting still. I don't turn the lamps on, I just let it be, watching the day say goodbye to me. It's a beautiful ending to a quiet day. Oh, the fading ember light, painting the walls before the coming of the night. It holds me like a memory, warm and bittersweet, like a familiar stranger that you chance to meet. I'll sit right here and watch the colors slowly die, lost inside the fading ember light. A ticking clock on the mantelpiece, counting down the seconds, demanding a release. There's a photograph of us in a little wooden frame, before the world got heavy, before we knew the game. The golden hour touches the edges of your smile. I think I'll just sit here and look at it a while. It's funny how the daylight softens every line and makes me feel like everything is doing just fine. I don't turn the lamps on, I just let it be, watching the day say goodbye to me. It's a beautiful ending to a quiet day. Oh, the fading amber light, painting the walls before the coming of the night. It holds me like a memory, warm and bittersweet, like a familiar stranger that you chance to meet. I'll sit right here and watch the colors slowly die, lost inside the fading amber light. It slips through my fingers like water, like sand. I can't hold it back with the palm of my hand, but I'm learning to love how the things disappear, leaving a space for the stars to get clear. Oh, the fading amber light, painting the walls before the coming of the night. It holds me like a memory, warm and bittersweet, like a familiar stranger that you chance to meet. Fading, just fading amber light. Goodbye, sun. Goodbye, sun. You're still sleeping with your face against the pillow. I can see the morning light through the weeping willow. The kettle's on the stove, just starting up a hum. A brand new day is waiting, a brand new day has come. I step out on the back porch, pull my sweater tight. The air is smelling crisp, washing off the night. Ain't no traffic running, ain't nobody around, just the heartbeat of the earth, the only living sound. I slip off my slipper, step onto the lawn, a private little baptism in the early dawn. Sweet Sunday morning dew, sparkling on the clover, shining bright and new. It's a quiet kind of holy, it's a simple kind of true, waking up the world, waking up to you. Yeah, my troubles melt away like I always knew they'd do, in the sweet Sunday morning dew. The hummingbird is visiting the feeder by the rail. A solitary tractor is moving down the trail. I wrap my hands around my coffee, feeling it warm my bones, building up a little heaven from these stepping stones. I think about the weekdays running in a race, but here there's no rush, there's a gentle kind of pace. I hear the screen door squeak, I turn my head to see you rubbing your tired eyes, smiling back at me. I stand here barefoot, grounded on the lawn, a private little baptism in the early dawn. Sweet Sunday morning dew, sparkling on the clover, shining bright and new. It's a quiet kind of holy, it's a simple kind of true, waking up the world, waking up to you. Yeah, my troubles melt away like I always knew they do, in the sweet Sunday morning dew. We don't need a cathedral, we don't need a choir, just this little patch of green and a little morning fire. Just the way you look at me without a word to say, telling me we're gonna have a beautiful day. up the creaky stairs to the space beneath the roof, looking for a piece of history, looking for proof. Dust is floating in the beam of a single naked bulb, found an old leather trunk smelling like camphor and pine wood. I pop the rusty latches, they give a heavy groan. Inside is a life that I have never known, tied up with a cotton string, a bundle in the dark. Pages turn to yellow, carrying a spark. Faded cursive ink dated 1943, a ghost of a romance whispering to me. Letters in the attic, hiding out of sight. Words of love and longing, written in the night. My dearest, I'm missing you across the ocean foam. I'm counting down the days until I finally come back home. Just paper and some promises that manage to survive. These letters in the attic, keeping love alive. I sit down on the floorboards, carefully unfold a story of a lifetime, beautiful and old. She wrote about the harvest, the weather and the rain. He wrote about the courage, the waiting and the pain. There are teardrops dried like little wrinkles on the page, a kind of deep devotion that isn't built for age. They didn't have a screen to tap, they didn't have the speed, but they had every single thing a human heart could need. Faded cursive ink dated 1943, a ghost of a romance whispering to me. Letters in the attic, hiding out of sight. Words of love and longing, written in the night. My dearest, I am missing you across the ocean foam. I'm counting down the days until I finally come back home. Just paper and some promises that manage to survive. These letters in the attic, keeping love alive. I tie the string back gently, put them in their place. Wipe a solitary tear sliding down my face. I hope that when I'm gone, somebody finds a trace of a love as strong as this in some forgotten space. Letters in the attic, hiding out of sight. Words of love and longing, written in the night. My dearest, I am missing you across the ocean foam. I'm counting down the days until I finally come back home. Just paper and some promises that manage to survive. Keeping love alive. In the attic, 1943. The sun goes down behind the neighbor's trees, finally catching a hint of a summer breeze. I left my boots by the kitchen door, don't need to wear them round here anymore. The heat is lifting off the asphalt street, I feel the cold right beneath my feet. A glass of iced tea sweating in my hand, nowhere to be, no complicated plan. The crickets are tuning up the tiny strings strings, waiting for the magic that the evening brings. I close my eyes and take a deeper breath. Barefoot on the porch, swinging nice and slow, watching the lightning bugs put on a little show. The world out there spinning way too fast, but here in the twilight I can make the moment last. Don't need a diamond ring or a fancy torch, just give me a summer night, barefoot on the porch. An old dog sleeping by the rocking chair, not a single worry floating in the air. I hear a distant train whistle blow, reminding me of places I don't need to go. There's comfort in the chipping of the paint, a weathered beauty, simple and quaint. My toes are tracing circles on the pine. Yeah, tonight this little universe is mine. The crickets are tuning up their tiny strings, waiting for the magic that the evening brings. I close my eyes and take a deeper breath. Barefoot on the porch, swinging nice and slow, watching the lightning bugs put on a little show. The world out there is spinning way too fast, but here in the twilight I can make the moment last. Don't need a diamond ring or a fancy torch, just give me a summer night, barefoot on the porch. Sometimes the heavy days try to break me down, try to make me wear a heavy, heavy crown. But all I gotta do is step outside and let the evening be my quiet guide. Barefoot on the porch, swinging nice and slow, watching the lightning bugs put on a little show. The world out there is spinning way too fast, but here in the twilight I can make the moment last. Barefoot on the porch, swinging slow. Sky's bleeding out in honey and rose. It's that time of day when the shadow grows. The light is hitting the dust on the glass, making a halo on the drying grass. I should be smiling at a view so sweet, but there's a heavy ache I can't defeat. It's too much beauty for one heart to hold, when the whole wide world is painted in gold. There's a shift in the wind, a chill in the air. I reach out my hand, but you're not there. Oh, these golden hour tears, washing away the dust of all these years. It's a bittersweet, blinding, beautiful pain, like standing in a sunlit, gentle rain. I'm crying for the things that I can't keep, while the golden hour puts the sun to sleep. The horizon is burning like a slow campfire, caught in the tangle of the telephone wire. I remember the way you used to love this light, how you'd hold me close before the fall of night. Now I'm just a silhouette against the glow, learning how to love and learning how to let go. The colors are shifting from yellow to blue, and every single shade is reminding me of you. There's a shift in the wind, a chill in the air. I reach out my hand, but you're not there. Oh, these golden hour tears, washing away the dust of all these years. It's a bittersweet blind, a beautiful pain, like standing in a sunlit gentle rain. I'm crying for the things that I can't keep, while the golden hour puts the sun to sleep. They say time flies, but time just lives in these sunset skies. I'll let them fall, I won't fight the tide. I've got nothing left to hide. Let them fall, these golden hour tears, washing away the dust of all these years. It's a bittersweet blind and a beautiful pain, like standing in a sunlit gentle rain. Just golden hour tears, fading to blue. Haven't opened the window for a week or two. Been sitting in this room just thinking about you. The morning sun creeps over the eastern hill and shines a spotlight on the wooden sill. There's a million little diamonds dancing in the air, drifting aimless without a single care. They spin and they twirl in the quiet light before they settle down to end their flight. It's a slow motion magic, a quiet display of how everything settles at the end of the day. Just dust on the sill, gathering time, a silent observer to this life of mine. It doesn't ask questions, it makes no demands, just falls like snow on these empty hands. There's peace in the stillness, there's grace in the chill, and beauty in the gathering dust on the sill. I used to try to keep everything so perfectly clean, chasing every shadow, polishing the scene. But the wind always blows and the earth always turns, and a weary heart eventually learns. You can't control the weather, you can't stop the clock, you can't keep the sorrow locked up with a lock. So I'm watching the specks of the universe fall and realizing I don't mind it at all. It's a slow motion magic, a quiet display of how everything settles at the end of the day. Just dust on the sill, gathering time, a silent observer to this life of mine. It doesn't ask questions, it makes no demands, just falls like snow on these empty hands. There's peace in the stillness, there's grace in the chill, and beauty in the gathering dust on the sill. soft gray blanket making everything clear. I'll trace my name with the tip of my thumb and wait for whatever is meant to come. Just dust on the sill, gathering time, a silent observer to this life of mine. It doesn't ask questions, it makes no demands, just falls like snow on these empty hands. Peace in the stillness. Dust on the sill. Don't build me a fortress, don't build me a cage, don't write me a script on a heavy page. I've got a wildness that I can't unlearn, a restless spirit and a soul to burn. But I get tired from running so far, following the trail of a falling star. I need a resting place that doesn't have walls, where I can hear when the prairie calls. I don't want chains, no matter how they shine. I just wanna know that your heart is mine. So hold me like the wind, invisible and deep. Wrap around my shoulders when I go to sleep. Be the breath of air moving through the trees, a gentle storm, a summer breeze. Don't try to catch me, don't try to pin me down. Just surround me when I'm in this town. Oh, let me fly, let me drift and spin. And darling, hold me like the wind. I've seen lovers tighten up the ropes, crushing all the flowers and choking all the hopes. I want a love that is open and wide, like a big blue sky with nowhere to hide. You can be the current, I will be the bird. We can speak in volumes without a single word. When you touch my face, let it be so light, like the cool night air and the fading light. I don't want chains, no matter how they shine. I just wanna know that your heart is mine. So hold me like the wind, invisible and deep. Wrap around my shoulders when I go to sleep. Be the breath of air moving through the trees, a gentle storm, a summer breeze. Don't try to catch me, don't try to pin me down. Just surround me when I'm in this town. Oh, let me fly, let me drift and spin. And darling, hold me like the wind. And if I ever wander, if I drift away, your invisible embrace will guide me back someday. Love isn't a tether, love isn't a stone. It's the feeling of the breeze when you're walking all alone. So hold me like the wind, invisible and deep. Wrap around my shoulders when I go to sleep. Don't try to catch me, don't try to pin me down. Just surround me when I'm in this town. Hold me like the wind, let me fly. is shutting its eyes. The silver moon is cutting through the cloudy skies. I'm lying awake, but I'm not distressed. There's a kind of comfort in the sleepless rest. The street lamp hums a fluorescent tune, filtering softly through the quiet of my room. It paints a picture through the wooden blinds, a silent movie for the restless minds. Black and white stripes laid across the oak, a midnight language that nobody spoke. Shadows on the floorboards stretching out long, like the quiet verses of a midnight song. They stretch and they bend with the passing of cars, keeping me company under the stars. No past, no future, nowhere to go, just watching the shadows on the floorboards grow. Just me and the quiet and the gentle glow. I see the silhouette of the barren tree, waving its branches like it's waving at me. The ghost of the window frame, sturdy and tall, leaning so softly against the bedroom wall. During the day everything is so loud, lost in the noise, lost in the crowd. But here in the dark the edges blur, my racing heartbeat starts to purr. Black and white stripes laid across the oak, a midnight language that nobody spoke. Shadows on the floorboards stretching out long, like the quiet verses of a midnight song. They stretch and they bend with the passing of cars, keeping me company under the stars. No past, no future, nowhere to go, just watching the shadows on the floorboards grow. Just me and the quiet and the gentle glow. Eventually, I know I will. When the moon drops down behind the silent hill, but for a little while I'm perfectly fine, tracing these shadows, walking the line. Shadows on the floorboard stretching out long, like the quiet verses of a midnight song. No past, no future, nowhere to go, just watching the shadows on the floorboards grow. Just watching them grow. Shadows in the dark. Sleep now. I was looking at you across the kitchen table, tracing the lines of a beautiful fable. The morning sun caught a shimmer in your hair, a new little strand that didn't used to be there. We've traded our youth for a quieter kind of grace. There's a map of our history written on your face. Every laugh, every tear, every storm we weathered through is woven in the fabric between me and you. They say time is a thief coming in the night, but I think time is a weaver bringing things to light. Oh, these silver threads shining in the gray, tying us together while the years slip away. invisible lines connecting my heart to your head. A beautiful tangle of silver threads. I remember the days we were running so wild, restless and reckless like a runaway child. Now the Friday nights are for records and wine, and I wouldn't trade it this quiet design. You reach for my hand while reading your book, give me that knowing familiar old look. There's a comfort in knowing exactly who you are, like steering a ship by a constant star. They say time is a thief coming in the night, but I think time is a weaver bringing things to light. Oh, these silver threads shining in the gray, tying us together while the years slip away. Let the color fade, let the seasons turn cold. We are spinning something better than gold. It's the invisible lines connecting my heart to your head. A beautiful tangle of silver threads. And health through the heavy and light. These silver threads are holding us tight. Oh, these silver threads shine in the gray, tying us together while the years slip away. Oh, let the color fade, let the seasons turn cold. We are spinning something better than gold. Winter wind is rattling the window pane, blowing the snow across a frozen lane. I got a wool blanket wrapped around my knees, listening to the howling of the ancient trees. The pine wood in the hearth is burned down low, trading the flames for a steady deep glow. The roaring and the wildness have all died away, leaving the heat that is meant to stay. It doesn't need to blind you to keep away the cold. There's a different kind of magic when a fire gets old. Flickering embers, burning soft and red, casting long shadows on the edge of the bed. We used to be a wildfire, reaching for the sky, but this quiet kind of burning is never gonna die. I'll take the deep heat of December over a spark. I'll take the flickering ember. The room is half dark, but I can see your shape breathing so slow in this quiet landscape. You shift in your sleep and you murmur my name. I don't need the fireworks, I don't need the flame. The hardest part of the winter is already done. We found a way to become our own sun. A pile of white ash and a glowing red core. Darling, I couldn't ask for anything more. It doesn't need to blind you to keep away the cold. There's a different kind of magic when a fire gets old. Flickering embers, burning soft and red, casting long shadows on the edge of the bed. We used to reaching for the sky. But this quiet kind of burning is never gonna die. I'll take the deep heat of December. Over a spark I'll take the flickering ember. The storm rage outside the wooden door. We've got a shelter upon this floor. Just feed it a little love, give it some air, and it'll burn forever right here in the chair. Flickering embers, burning soft and red, casting long shadows on the edge of the bed. We used to be a wildfire, reaching for the sky. But this quiet kind of burning is never gonna die. Flickering ember, keep me warm, sleep now. Park the car on the shoulder of Route 62. The sky is a heavy, unforgiving blue. Engine is clicking as it starts to cool down. 15 miles away from the nearest town. I sit on the hood with a cup in my hand, looking out across the empty, rugged land. The stars are getting tired, ready to fold. The desert air is sharp and bitter cold. There's a fragile quiet hanging in the space before the sun comes up to run its daily race. I'm just waiting on the dawn, waiting on the light to wash away the heavy shadows of the night. Every mistake, every burden that I bear is dissolving in the thin morning air. Watch the horizon draw a silver line. I'm waiting on the dawn to tell me I'll be fine. I've been driving through the dark for far too long, trying to outrun the right and the wrong. But the darkness is a mirror, it shows you the truth, the fading of the innocence, the ghosts of your youth. Now the edge of the world is turning to gray, a gentle transition, a brand new day. The shadows of the cacti are stretching out, then a chance to forgive, a chance to begin. There's a fragile quiet hanging in the space before the sun comes up to run its daily race. I'm just waiting on the dawn, waiting on the light to wash away the heavy shadows of the night. Every mistake, every burden that I bear is dissolving in the thin morning air. Watch the horizon draw a silver line. I'm waiting on the dawn to tell me I'll be fine. Whoa. new story waiting to be told. I take a deep breath, unlock my jaw, and surrender to the beauty in the awe. Yeah, I was waiting on the dawn, waiting on the light to wash away the heavy shadows of the night. Every mistake, every burden that I bear is dissolving in the thin morning air. Here comes the light, waiting on the dawn. I'll be fine. I've seen the neon lights of the western coast and the concrete towers that the big cities boast. I've walked along the avenues of cobblestone and glass, watching all the strangers in the busy taxis pass. But my heart is anchored in a different kind of ground, where the Blue Ridge Mountains make a comforting sound, where the dogwood blossoms fall like summer snow, and the lazy muddy river takes its time to flow. I can close my eyes and I'm standing in the yard, where the living is easy and loving isn't hard. Carry me home, sweet Carolina wind. Take me back to where my story begins. Whisper through the pines, sing a southern melody. Wash away the city and bring back the old me. I'm tired of the running, tired of the spin. Wrap your arms around me, sweet Carolina wind. I miss the gravel crunching underneath the tires, and the smoky smell of the autumn brush fires. The way the humidity holds you like a friend on a Sunday afternoon that you hope will never end. Got a front porch swing that's calling out my name, when nobody cares about the fortune or the fame. Just a glass of sweet tea and a faded pair of jeans, living in the center of a simple southern dream. I can close my eyes and I'm standing in the yard, where the living is easy and loving isn't hard. Carry me home, sweet Carolina wind. Take me back to where my story begins. Whisper through the pines, sing a southern melody. Wash away the city and bring back the old me. I'm tired of the running, tired of the spin. Wrap your arms around Take me back to where my story begins. Whisper through the past, sing a southern melody. Wash away the city and bring back the old me. Sweet Carolina wind, take me home. The grandfather clock is striking 12. I put the heavy books back on the shelf. I take the armor off piece by piece, waiting for the quiet to grant me a release. The day was a mountain that I had to climb, anxious in the rhythm rushing through the time. But now the house is silent, the neighborhood is still, the moonlight is resting on the windowsill. I unclench my jaw, I loosen up my hands, stepping off the stage of a world of demands. And I let out a midnight sigh, watching the worries float up to the sky. It's a soft surrender in the middle of the dark, unwinding the tension that was wrapping around my heart. No one here to judge me, no one to impress, just a midnight sigh and a quiet kind of rest. Pour myself a glass of water from the sink, staring at the glass, just trying not to think. The refrigerator hums a steady low drone. It's a beautiful feeling to finally be alone. I wipe away the makeup, look into my eyes, stripping off the layers, stripping off the lies. The person in the mirror is tired, but she's real, allowing herself to just sit here and feel. I unclench my jaw, I loosen up my hands, stepping off the stage of a world of demands. And I let out a midnight sigh, watching the worries float up to the sky. It's a soft surrender in the middle of the dark, unwinding the tension that was wrapping around my heart. No one here to judge me, no one to impress, just a midnight sigh and a quiet kind of rest. Breathe in the grace, breathe out the fear. Everything I need is already right here. I let out a midnight sigh, watching the worries float up to the sky. It's a soft surrender in the middle of the dark, unwinding the tension that was wrapping around my heart. Just rest, a midnight sigh, let it go. The October wind carries a familiar chill, rolling down the back of the timber hill. I'm walking on a path of copper and gold, watching the story of the autumn unfold. The branches are bare against the silver sky. They don't try to hold on, they don't even try. They know that the winter is ready to call. They just surrender and they gracefully fall. There's a beauty in the breaking, a peace in the end, a quiet kind of wisdom that I comprehend. Oh, the leaves of Auburn drifting to the ground, making a blanket without making a sound, teaching my heart how to finally let go of the things that I've carried, the things that I know. It's a beautiful ending, a gentle descent, like a love that was borrowed and time that was spent. I watch them all dancing wild and free, these leaves of Auburn falling down from the tree. I used to hold on with a desperate grip, watching the sand through my fingers just slip. Afraid of the changing, afraid of the cold, afraid of the feeling of just getting old. But looking at the forest, stripped to the bone, I see a quiet strength that is completely its own. The roots are digging deeper, waiting for the spring, resting in the silence, not needing a thing. There's a beauty in the breaking, a peace in the end, a quiet kind of wisdom that I comprehend. Oh, the leaves of Auburn drifting to the ground, making a blanket without making a sound, teaching my heart how to finally let go of the things that I've carried, the things that I know. It's a beautiful ending, a gentle descent, like a love that was borrowed and time that was spent. I watch them all dancing wild and free, these leaves of Auburn falling down from the tree. Floating on the breeze, spinning in the air, landing softly without a single care. I'll take a deep breath and open up my hand and let my worries scatter all across the land. Oh, the leaves of Auburn drifting to the ground, making a blanket without making a sound, teaching my heart how to finally let go of the things that I've carried, the things that I know, letting go. Leaves of Auburn drifting down. Standing on the edge of the limestone ridge, looking at the river like a silver bridge. The world falls away into a bowl of green, the most beautiful emptiness I've ever seen. I'm a tiny little speck against the canyon wall, listening to the silence, listening to the call. The air is so thin, the sky is so wide, there's nowhere to run to and nowhere to hide. I take a deep breath, fill my lungs with the stone. I send out a question into the unknown. Echoes in the valley, bouncing off the rock, a timeless conversation, a ticking of the clock. Hello to the mountains, hello to the past, a fleeting little moment that is trying to last. It's my own voice returning, weathered and gray, telling me that everything will be okay. Oh, I find my comfort in the ancient stone, with the echoes in the valley. I am not alone. Generations before me have stood in this place, looking at the same ancient, done They shouted their sorrows, they shouted their joys, adding to the history of the canyon's noise. The hawk flies in circles up above the pine, following a thermal and invisible line. I sing out a melody sweet and clear, and wait for the landscape to bring it back here. I take a deep breath, fill my lungs with the stone. I send out a question into the unknown. Echoes in the valley, bouncing off the rock. A timeless conversation, a ticking of the clock. Hello to the mountains, hello to the past. A fleeting little moment that is trying to last. It's my own voice returning, weathered and gray, telling me that everything will be okay. Oh, I find my comfort in the ancient stone, with the echoes in the valley. I am not alone. What you give to the world will give back. A whisper in the light or a shout in the black. The valley remembers, the valley receives the deepest of secrets that a human heart leaves. Echoes in the valley, bouncing off the rock. A timeless conversation, a ticking of the clock. Hello to the mountains, hello to the past. A fleeting little moment that is trying to last. Echoes, returning to me. There's a pile of laundry resting on the chair. Sunlight is tangled in your messy hair. You pour in the water, making the tea, moving so naturally, moving for me. We don't have a mansion, we don't have a yacht, but I'm deeply in love with the life that we got. No red carpets rolling, no diamonds to shine, just the quiet rhythm of your heart against mine. It doesn't make the headlines, it doesn't make the news, but it's the only kind of living I would ever choose. Oh, it's a simple grace, the way we live our days. Not looking for the fireworks, not looking for the praise. It's the worn-in leather of a favorite pair of shoes. It's knowing how to win and knowing how to lose. A hand on the shoulder, a smile across the room, a quiet kind of flower that knows just how to bloom. I find my religion in this very humble space, surrounded by your love and this simple grace. The dog is asleep on the rug by the door. We're talking about plans that we've talked about before. It's the same old routine, the same old song, but there is nowhere else that I'd rather belong. We're a patch in the roof, we're fixing the gate. We're learning to listen, we're learning to wait. It's a beautiful, ordinary, honest and true, and I'm perfectly happy just sharing it with you. It doesn't make the headlines, it doesn't make kind of living I would ever choose. Oh, it's a simple grace, the way we live our days. Not looking for the fireworks, not looking for the praise. It's the worn in leather of a favorite pair of shoes. It's knowing how to win and knowing how to lose. A hand on the shoulder, a smile across the room, a quiet kind of flower that knows just how to bloom. I find my religion in this very humble space, surrounded by your love in this simple grace. Someday we'll be old, sitting on the porch, passing down the fire, passing down the torch. They'll ask for our secret, and all we will say is we just loved each other in a simple kind of way. It's a simple grace, the way we live our days. Not looking for the fireworks, not looking for the praise. A hand on the shoulder, a smile across the room, a quiet kind of flower that knows just how to bloom. Simple grace, just you and me. I took down the fences, I opened the gate. I left all my worries, I left all the weight. I ran to the meadow where the tall grasses grow, where the rivers run wild and the honeybees go. I took off my shoes and I stepped in the dirt, felt the cool earth healing the sting of the hurt. There's a yellow dandelion pushing through the weed, a tiny little miracle coming from a seed. No gardener to tend it, no scissors to prune, just drinking the sunlight and howling at the moon. Oh, the wildflower breath, sweet and untamed, a beautiful spirit that cannot be named, blowing across the prairie, wild and free, waking up the dormant little pieces of me. It smells like the rain and it smells like the sun, telling me the season of the winter is done. I breathe in the freedom, a matter of life and death, living in the magic of the wildflower breath. I don't wanna be a rose in a plastic wrap, caught in a vase like a beautiful trap. I want to be scattered by the wind and the storm, finding my own way to keep myself warm, to grow in the cracks of the asphalt and stone, to bloom in the wildness completely alone. You can't put a price on this kind of perfume, the dirt and the grit of a natural bloom. No gardener to tend it, no scissors to prune, just drinking the sunlight and howling at the moon. Oh, the wildflower breath, sweet and untamed, a beautiful spirit that cannot be named, blowing across the prairie, wild and free, waking up the dormant little pieces of me. It smells like the rain and it smells like the sun, telling me the season of the winter is done. I breathe in the freedom, a matter of life and death, living in the magic magic of the wildflower breath. Let the storm roll in, let the heavy rains fall. I'm anchored in the dirt, I can weather it all. I'll bend in the breeze, but I never will break. This beautiful wildness is mine to take. Oh, the wildflower breath, sweet and untamed, a beautiful spirit that cannot be named, blowing across the prairie, wild and free, waking up the dormant little pieces of me. Sweet untamed, wildflower breath, breathe it in. The sky is a blanket of heavy dark gray, telling the sun to stay hidden away. The raindrops are drumming a beat on the tin, keeping the world out and keeping me in. I walk to the kitchen in my oversized socks, hearing the ticking of the grandfather clock. I scoop out the dark roast, fill up the machine. It's the most peaceful morning that I've ever seen. The house is a sanctuary, quiet and deep, while the rest of the city is still fast asleep. Just coffee and morning rain tapping on the glass, watching the heavy clouds slowly roll past. A warm ceramic mug resting deep in my hands. I'm canceling the meetings, I'm breaking the plans. The steam is rising up, mixing with the chill. Everything is quiet, everything is still. It's a medicine to cure the invisible pain, the beautiful magic of coffee and morning rain. I open a book that I read twice before, while the puddles are forming right outside the door. The smell of the roasted beans fills up the air. I sink a little deeper into the old chair. There's no need to rush, there's no train to catch, just me and the weather, a perfect little match. I listen to the rhythm of the water on the wood and realize my life is remarkably good. The house is a sanctuary, quiet and deep, while the rest of the city is still fast asleep. Just coffee and morning rain tapping on the glass, watching the heavy clouds slowly roll past. A warm ceramic mug resting deep in my hands. I'm canceling the meetings, I'm breaking the plans. The steam is rising up, mixing with the chill. Everything is quiet, everything is still. It's a medicine to cure the invisible pain, the beautiful magic of coffee and morning rain. Wash away the pavement, wash away the dust, give the weary soul a little moment of trust. I'll take a long sip, close my tired eyes, and find my own heaven under these weeping skies. Just coffee and morning rain tapping on the glass, watching the heavy clouds slowly roll past. A warm ceramic mug resting deep in my hands. I'm canceling the meetings, I'm breaking the plans. just coffee.